Oh, hi students. It's good to see you again. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2020. I'm going to give you a couple of announcements for this week. So, yes sir, you got a question. Are there any new updates on coronavirus in school? Yes, there were actually. So last week I posted the district's official statement in Google Classroom. I recommend check there. You can read the actual statement, and I also put in a summary of the statement for you. It looks kind of like this. So just go to Google Classroom, to the stream, in the announcements. April 16th is when I posted it, and there are 7 important points that you can read there to find out a little bit more about what's happening this year. What else? Mr. Medina, what about the weekly challenge? Yeah, so a lot of people turned in some poems that they wrote for Write a Fixed Verse Poem as last week's weekly challenge. I decided that I'm going to extend the deadline for that because I'm still going to teach you a few other types of fixed verse poems. If you want to still submit one, you can. In the meantime, this week I'm going to do a couple of lessons on evaluating online sources and checking for fake news. I've noticed that there's a lot of fake news going out. I'm sure you've noticed it as well. It's easy for rumors to spread in times like this. So you can click here, and I've also posted this in Google Classroom in the announcements, to read a comic that I posted a little bit about fake news and how to spot it and what it means. You can also choose to write about that comic in your journals today if you want. Yeah, you got a question? Ms. Medina, what is evaluating online sources? Well, that's a good question. So first, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of false information out there on social media, on the internet in general. There's fake news and rumors spreading about coronavirus. And remember, spreading false information that can hurt people can be just as dangerous as spreading the actual virus sometimes, if it means people are going to change their behaviors in bad ways. So this week we're going to spend a little bit of time learning how to spot fake news when you see it. So today, look at that comic that I talked about in the last slide, and tomorrow I'm going to post a little game for you to play if you want to practice spotting false news and true news. Yes, what else? What if we run out of things to write about in our journals? That's a good question. A few people have mentioned either in emails or in comments or in the surveys that they're running out of things to write about in the journals. So if that's happening to you, this is what I recommend. Go to Google Classroom, and if you click on the assignment, post your week 3 journal assignment here, if you click on there and read the instructions, you'll see that I have some tips for writing some different ideas. And also, you can always respond to the daily writing seeds, the comics, pictures, and the poems that I post. If you want to write a reflection on those, you can do that as well. But try to be creative. Remember, you can draw pictures if you want. You can write letters or poems, reviews of the TV shows, games, and movies that you're recommending. A couple people gave me recommendations for movies and shows, so keep those coming. Those are also options. Yeah, another question. When's our next Zoom meeting? Just like last week, I'm going to have 2 Zoom meetings this week. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and Thursday at 2 o'clock. If you have any questions or if you want to ask me anything or just talk for a little bit, join me on either of those days and I'll answer all of the questions that I can. Other than that, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to look at that comic in Google Classroom and stay tuned tomorrow for some daily seeds. Have a good one. I'll see you later.